Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you. A little midday money. Got my rockin' Space Cowboy windbreaker on. I picked up. Don't forget to wear it. I had it on yesterday, but I'll wear it a little bit for the video, and then I'll throw it in the wash. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Picks and parlays, winning free picks, Facebook, YouTube channels. Also, the old school Sean Hicks channel. If you want to give that a follow, I put some stuff on there. Just because sometimes I don't always put it on the P&P channel because they'll run into, now we got Bet Win Repeat right after. I don't like to run into that. And sometimes there's other shows. If I do a look at lines, Craig sometimes does his shows, late for his free picks. I don't, not always on Picks Parlay. That's why we say subscribe to the Win a Free Pick channel. It's the same company, the same guys. It's just a kind of a backup channel here for things. So again, put that notification bell on, give us a follow. We have in the description, of course, it's also in the comment section, 7-day steal, 3120, go get it. Major League Baseball. Actually, MLB is a promo code for me or anybody else. You can use that promo code, 10% off. And the link is to all the podcast shows. So you can listen after the fact, because as much as it's a live show, if you want to listen afterwards, you can, or just give it a follow, or just play it while you're go to sleep at night. Put it on mute and play it, and then I could run up my listeners. That'll be nice. Anyway, the free picks are free picking. Go check them out. Player props are up on Twitter. Mr. Sean Higgs. Free picks are on Twitter. Again, Mr. Sean Higgs. Go give that a follow there. And what else is there to say? That's it. That's a show. We did look at headlines last night. I didn't add any baseball today. Although I did say I thought about adding a little Oriole action here. I did not add them as a pick. Shockingly, this line has not really moved. But anyway, let's recap from yesterday. As I said, we go 1-4. We'll do player props. I wrote that down first. 1-4 in our player props, minus 245, 107, and 159 plus 2085. Baseball goes 3-1, a plus 223 yesterday in the video. Still 41 and 55. You see the numbers down 882 with our video free picks. We got to get right because premiums, we 3-1, but we're 99.87 plus 1536. So a little better premium stuff, 53%. We'll take care of that. NBA loser yesterday, 9-game win streak down the toilet with the Denver Nuggets. I got to give T Money, my guy. I'm sure he's going to come in here. He said Wolves win outright. Straight money line. Lock it up. Write it down. He said stamp it, however you want to put it. Wolves outright. He called it. He was right. T Money getting a job done there. 49 and 48 down $1.60 with our NBA. It says 50 error. It is wrong because we lost yesterday. I got to address that. It's 49 and 48 minus 160. Sorry for the I messed up. I didn't add it. 49, 48. It happens. It happens. I don't like to put the wrong numbers in there. And the NHL is 31 to 41. That one is perfect. That one is fine. We're okay with that. Cooking with gas with the record there. All right. So and there was no hockey the other day. Or the other day, meaning yesterday. Today's picks, we'll get to. We'll start. Let's go backwards here. We got Rangers over to 5.5. Heat over to 217.5. Baseball, again, nothing changed since look headlines last night. Same ones I posted yesterday. Cleveland run line plus 105. This is, fading Colorado. Do we want to face Colorado? Or do we want to back a team that's 1-9 in their last 10, lost 3 straight? No, thank you. Do I want to lay $2 with Cleveland, a team that really can't hit that well? No, thank you. Plus 105? Sure. Twinkies run line 150. Again, you can listen to the replay. I talked about the Yankees. I'm sure we'll hit it again here. They don't score many runs. This is not a team that's a juggernaut run scorer of late. Their last 10, not pushing across more than 4 runs, I think twice. Sonny Gray off to a fast start. We've seen this before when he was with the Reds, and even last year with the Twins before he got a little injured. So run line it for a little plus money, sure. 150. It's not even a little. It's a nice little nut to crack right there. Plus 150 Twinkies. Tigers under the 8.5 because the Brewers can't hit lefties. 204. I know they're. Again, it's kind of limited. It's not like you have like 60-game sample sizes, but as of now, they're not hitting that well against lefties. And Detroit doesn't hit anybody. They're just an under squad all over the joint. So it has moved. I'm seeing a 9 popping up here. I still like the under. 8.5, that's what I put out last night. It's not moving. It's not moving. Sometimes the line works out for us. Sometimes it doesn't. 8.5. Cardinals run line. I'm fading San Fran. Nice win last night for them. I had the Mets yesterday. My sole loser today on premium stuff, but I'll take Cards run line here with Monty on the hill. Ox Hobbs, nice little season. I can't complain about his numbers, but San Fran lineup is just bad. It's just bad. I do not like it. Prop. Whoa, what happened to my props? Here we go. Props. Proppies. 107 and 159 plus 2085. Again, we're back to the Toronto. We go 1-4 with Toronto guys yesterday. That's all right. It is what it is. Small losing day, but we take plus monies. We can be almost 50 games under 5. We are 50 games or 52 under, and still plus 2,000. Belt plus 2.25. Kirk 220. Merrifield 260. Kiermaier 260. Lance Lynn on the hill. Do not like Lance Lynn. All right, so yes, I could have came back with the Vladdy Chapman and middle of the lineup, 3-4 Varsho. Of course, I didn't have Varsho yesterday. I got bats cleanup. I had everybody else. I had the 3-hitter, the 5-hitter, the 6. They throw Varsho in there, gets a ribby, hurts me. I think Lynn's going to give up some hits. Guys going to get on base, and here comes the lower part of the order. Your 6, 7, 8 kind of guys to knock in some runs. Merrifield. I like Whit Merrifield. He's a cat. Just hits all the time, and you're hitting at the 7-8 spot. I think guys going to be on base ahead of you. Sure, 260. Kiermaier is another guy. 260. Let's go out of the bottom slot. I thought about doing runs on all these cats too. They're all from plus. Kirk's 160, 170 for Belt, and Merrifield 175 for Kiermaier. I almost added those 4 as well. Runs to their ribbies, and I just did it. Could I have? Yes, but a little smaller card. I just want to put all as much as I think Toronto's going to win today. Like yesterday, right? We said team total, Toronto run line, a bunch of things there yesterday. I kind of feel the same way today, but didn't pull the trigger on the runs. Cardinals, Gorman plus 175. This cat, nice season, plus 300 average. Ribby leader here. Contreras again, another guy. He's a 4-hitter. Now Arenado and Goldie, it's not like they're ripping 400 averages. They've come back to earth. But again, I got a middle lineup guy here. And Cobb, it goes into my run line play here. I think we're going to score some runs. Give me Contreras 175. And the rookie Walker, have a nice little season, plus 175 as well. So we'll take those. Tim Teru, there's only 2 NBA, but let's bring Tim in, see what he has any thoughts today for any of the sports playing. Maybe he's got some Durham
Bulls
gear. No Durham Bull gear on.
No. I will be going to a game for Star Wars night in a couple of nights, and I think we're going to try to go when the Syracuse Mets are in town. So that should be fun, rooting against the Durham Bulls. Anyways, NBA today. It's only 2 games, and I'm not huge fans of these slates. I'm on the Bucks. I got a minus 5.5. Now I don't like it as much. They're up to a 7, and Giannis is back.
Makes sense.
So it's kind of it opened up at 3.5. It's up to a 7. I got it at 5.5. I have a bad feeling that Miami's going to end up winning tonight. But I'm on Milwaukee for that one. I am on Memphis though, on the opposite side. Because the last thing we just saw from the Lakers and the Grizzlies series. Oh yeah, the Grizzlies lost the first quarter. They were down 26 points in the first quarter. They lost by 10. That was a lot closer of a game because they were down 20 going into the fourth. So that game was not close. Absolute blowout. I think Memphis comes back, and I think they win this one, tie up the series. So I'm on both teams to even out the series today.
All right. The Heat one, I would still lean to the Heat, although the teams that have won in it, they've been blowouts. They haven't been close.
Yeah.
The games have not been close.
None of them have been close.
A lot of scoring. That's why I kind of like the over. So, I'm like, you know what?
So
they are scoring. Not much defense in the series. Shockingly.
So in the Heat series, either take Bucks minus 7 or Miami outright.
Yeah.
The spread will not come into effect. I think the spread came into effect about 3 times this entire postseason.
Yeah.
One of them was with the Kings. Another one was with the Clippers. I think that was it. Not a lot. 2 times that the spread has come into play.
Yeah, as stupid as it sounds, we say this all the time. Like, the spread doesn't matter. And I think of that.
It doesn't.
And my thinking is it really doesn't. If I take a dog, I think the dog's going to win outright. I don't think, well, they're going to lose by. I'm getting 4. Hopefully, they lose by 3. I don't think that. I think if I'm getting 4, I got a shot to win outright. So
Right.
it's like, oh, it's easy to win. You just got to score more points. Well,
Oh wow! You know what? I never thought of it that way. You got to score more points than the other team.
it gets a lot of like I see some stuff on Twitter like that, like, oh, it's spread doesn't come in. Of course, it doesn't come into effect. I mean, why would it? The spread doesn't come into effect because if it did, it's a close game. Most times they're blowout wins or upsets. The spread really, it's just I don't know. It's the gambling Twitter world. You see some crazy crap on there. I respond to somebody. Who was I? I forgot who it was. Jared. I forgot who it was. Someone was complaining about his pick or something, and I'm like, this is like the type of person who wants the bad beat refund. It was Jared Smith was who it was, because he's like based on DM. Here, I just looked up. Based on DMs, I get anytime I bet I give out losers. Some people just aren't cut out for gambling. I'm like, these are like the bad beat refund people.
Yep.
Like it's
totally.
Don't bet like a guy, and that's a cat who's goes on show and I give out a bunch of picks and I give look at I've given out losers here. I'll look at the 2 of the 3 sports up here have losing records right now. And I was talking, even my guy Anthony. This is my mini rant of the day here. He was talking. He was saying somebody was like, "Oh, complaining." He went like 2-5 or something. And people just expect to go 5-0 every day, right? We had a guy yesterday like, "Oh, what's the lock?" I'm like, "We don't have locks. We have games we really like a lot. Football. Not that I have a lock of football, but there's football I could come out and say this is my game of the week. There's less games. Baseball on a small day, I have 5 games today. It's like baseball. I could have 15 games between sides and totals, or a run line and player props another 10.
Yeah.
But people are just so. You see the parlay nonsense that people post up. The sportsbook post, I should say. You get some random wins. And I should have saved it. There was something that the sportsbooks win like 98% of the parlays or something ridiculous. Like, folks, stop with this. What are you doing? And to give somebody who gives out free picks a hard time, like we all know, Hoops Peterson over on VSiN, Greg Peter. That guy for years now has given out side and total in every baseball and college basketball game. Says, all right, these are my lines. He posts his lines, says this is what I like. Right? Now, how are you going to go and criticize that guy who just posts randomly? I mean, and he says, I bet these for $1 or whatever he puts on them, $5. I'm sure it was $1, might be $5 now because it's been 6 years or however long he's been doing it. You're putting out 3,000 college basketball games, right? Basically, I don't even know how many in the season side of totals. Every side of total in baseball. I don't know if he does it for football. Well, I mean, and people complain. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be sure to get your refund out in the mail." And I mean, stop. It's a free pick someone puts out, whether on a tweet or me, I'll give out. I don't care. I'll take the arrows. I've been doing this for 20 years on sites. I get people loose. But, man, stop betting, folks. If you're going to, right, the bad beat, I got to, don't bet. Don't bet. Go do whatever job you're doing. Stop betting. Yep. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Nope.
And when you win, doubly hard for you when you win because you start getting limited all over the place, and you need 9 books to get down $150 on. Please, that's my mini rant of the day. I don't know. Probably people don't care. I don't care. It's my show. I could rant about what I want. James is in the house, my guy. The dog is back. New dog, it looks like. It's a new dog. Jesse Sewell, it's easy to love me now, but what if I was down and out? Would you still love me? Yeah. Little G Unit? What are you singing? G Unit here, Jesse? Toronto run line, Atlanta run line, Boston under 8, Arizona over, San Fran under 8. Here comes the Miz with some Major League Baseball action. Again, Toronto, I can't bet Lance Lynn. My guy, I don't even know if he's in chat today. He called me earlier. We're talking about some real estate. He's like, oh, you got to take the White Sox today. Toronto, everybody who's beat the Yankees comes in losers. I'm like, I get it. I just can't bet Lance Lynn. No, thank you. I can't bet Lance Lynn. The White Sox are White Soxing up their usual self. Bad pitching. Somebody's going to get hurt. You got 3 guys hitting the ball well. And I like the lineup. I love Vaughn, Berger, Roberts. Eloy's my guy if he's healthy. But I'm with you on the run line. I get it. Atlanta run line, I do not like, and simply because
0-10 at home.
and you lost
On the
4 in
run
a
line.
row. They're 0-10 at home. Unbelievable.
On the run line, yeah. So
0-10
we don't bet it often. Miami plus 1.5 on the site.
You know, how do you bet? Forget about that. They're minus 260 and lost 4 in a row. And the Marlins are playing well. I said this last night. They've won, what, 7-10? They're playing good ball. I can't like two. I didn't want to run line that. No, thank you. Nobody's due. Wait till they win and then come back and bet a run line, even though they're 0-10 on a run line. I'll wait for them to get a win under their belts. Boston under, I don't know about that. I mentioned Boston's offense is really good. The bullpen is really bad. They gave up runs. Baltimore's a team. I kind of like the O's today. I didn't pull the trigger, though. Playing well, won 6 straight. I don't want to bet an under. Not an under with Boston. Definitely not running a bet Boston under, especially at 8. I mean, 12s. Maybe I'll draw the line at 9.5s going under Boston games. Arizona against the Royals in over 10. This is, you need a lot of heavy lifting here from Arizona because this Kansas City team is the worst hitting team in baseball. I think them and the Tigers are terrible. Keller's actually pitched decent. You got O. Henry or Tommy. Oh, I see. I'm a fat guy. I think O. Henry candy bar. Tommy Henry here. I don't know much about. But am I betting on Kansas City to start hitting? I'd rather take Kansas City. And it's a 115. Do I want to take that? I mean, I'd rather have the 115 than the over, but no thanks. San Fran under the 8. I can see that because San Fran can't score. The bullpen is questionable. That's why I like I almost said the Niners, the Cardinals today with the run line. I think they'll be able to crack through here and drive in some runs. So the under is a little shaky because Cardinals are not a good team themselves under 500. I lean over there. Michael's in the house. Good morning. The Miz says Yankees can't score too many holes lineups. I said this last night, Miz, on Look Ahead Lines. I said, look at this way the Yankees have been the last 10 games scoring runs or not scoring runs. 1-3-1, 3-2-2, 6-3-2. They have a 9 spot in there versus Sandoval. And I think that was his first start back. Not that I love Sonny Gray, but you can't bet the Yankees. The lineup is bad. Too many holes. We said this beginning of the year. That's why we got the under. Holes in the lineup, holes in rotation. Mike, honestly, was going on until the Nuggets, who were soft as Sharman, choked. The OT killed the under when they scored 30. Yeah, I saw Denver winning most of the game. I thought it was going to be close. I had a -3. It was. Then I came in later. I saw they lost it overtime. I'm like, yikes. T-Money, my man, all is well. I gave you a little shout out. I hope you listen to it when I talk about your Wolves. Straight bet it, stamp it, write it down, lock it up. I wrote that in your comments from yesterday. Winner. Lock it up with the King. Doing all right. No complaints today. What do you got, Jesse? Tim Earl, you fading injury report and taking Heat +7. He's like, this one here, it's tough, right? You got a guy coming back. Obviously, you sit out, you're hurt. You're missing games in the playoffs, you're hurt. I like the Heat at +5 before anyway, so I lean +7. But as he said, the spread doesn't make a difference. You got Miami winning outright, Bucks and blowouts, Bucks in a must-win spot. Give me the over. I don't think you really mess with the injury report right here. T-Money, some psycho came in here saying the Wolves are going to win. I got you already. Jesse, I know one dude, a real guy who's on the Heat. Who could it be? Does he wear does he cook a lot of beef on the grill and wear a wig? NBA is early where I'm going. Bucks first quarter, first half. Memphis first quarter, first half. You got two teams desperate for wins. What am I going to say against your angle here? I mean, the other day you were 7-0 doing these kind of things. So I'm going to leave it to you, my friend. Give me the over in the Heat. That's where I'll stay. Excuse me. 22-25 with my NBA on a season. That's my record. 22-25. Down 560. It is what it is. So, again, I do bet a little more during playoffs than regular season. We had a 9-game win streak here in the video. But today, I'll let you be in charge of the first half, first quarters. Had a 223 on the Denver total. What did that one end up with OT? Oh my goodness. Almost had it. I mean, well, maybe you had the under, so you got lucky. Or maybe you had the over and you're thinking, what the heck happened to me? You should have had no shot at that over anyway, though. T Money today, just have hockey props. Holiday for a double double. Well, he's definitely not hockey. I mean, that's an interesting hockey prop. Would it be a double double in hockey? 20 shots on goal and 10 penalty minutes? All right. Holiday and the Bucks to win 275. Double double. Tillman and Memphis plus 340. Enjoy your NBA props, bro. I cannot do. Speaking of which, there was a cat, I don't know his name, and I don't know if he watches my show. A 12 player NBA player prop yesterday for a quarter, 25 cents. He put it in for. Can you imagine going 12 and 0? I think it was $20, and you think he won like 40 or something. Like, how do you go 12 and 0 and not make money, or make 12 and 0 player props? I refuse to bet baseball because it hates me. Mike, that's why you come in here. We give you the winners. And good for you. Listen, if it's not cashing for you, don't bet it. Write it down. Right? Even you're not betting it, still write it down to see how you're doing. Track yourself. Track yourself. Newbies. You got to do this. I'm not calling Michael newbie. He's been here for a couple of years. But if you're not, even if you're not betting, write them down. Put them in your notes on your phone. I know people don't use pen and paper anymore. But I know. I see my kids write. My daughter can write cursive. She's 13. My son still writes print like he's writing with his toes, and he's Fred Flintstone. Write down your picks. Betting them or not. Keep track. Keep track. See how you do. I tell you all the time here. NBA, hockey out of the gate. They start in September, October. We got NFL. We got college football. I still got baseball going on. College hoops comes. I'm not running to bet those sports. You're going to be better. I don't want to say it's next to impossible. It's extremely difficult to be cashing high percentages with volume playing, daily betting, I'll put, in all sports across the board. It's really hard. It's really hard. You're going to be better in one. Something's going to be going better than the other. And stick with it. Team on the Rangers are 118 tempting. It is a low line with the Rangers. It is a low. I think it was 105 last night. Obviously, it gets bet up. Or is this Texas? Is this Texas Rangers or New York Rangers? It's got to be Texas.
Got to be Texas. New York's minus 150.
Right? Yes. So it does worry me at the low line because this was, again, 105 last night. Of course, it's getting bet up because the Rangers are winning games. And I think they're in first place in the West here. As much as I say I'm going opposite, right? The too good to be kind of true stuff. I cannot take a Reds team, much like I can't take a whoever, insert any team name, that's lost 6 in a row. They've lost 8 of 10. I mean, the Rockies lost 3 straight, lost 9-10. I mean, you can't bet on teams like that. I'll lay a short number or go run line for a bigger payday. You can't bet no matter. And I say this all the time. I repeat myself. It's not an echo or deja vu. I'm not betting on a team losing. If I bet the other way on a short, like the other day we had the Pirates in here, right? I was like, oh man, I can't, I didn't put any money. I couldn't put money on the Pirates, but I liked them enough where I wanted to play them. Like most picks in a free pick, they're either bets or right there. Do I want to bet Rich Hill and Vince Velasquez as favorites? No, I don't. I'll stay away, and if it wins, great. I can't bet the Reds at plus money, and it looks easy to take the Rangers. Not when you've put up 6 in a row. Can't do it. Over Toronto, Tampa Bay, I like it. Angels minus 1.5, first 5 for some plus money. MLB, not much value there. Yeah, you got to run line because you have a Angel bunch laying $2, but it's Oakland. I mean, for me, I will take. And the Angels are a team, as I said, I like bringing in Drury and Renfroe and Urshela. They bring in some bats. And if Rendon's healthy and Trout healthy, big ifs, Ohtani, Ward, you got some bats there. Can they get some pitching? I will run line the Angels every game this series because Oakland is just that pathetic. They're terrible. They're terrible. They're a terrible team. Oakland, I think, could be a 45-win team this year. That's how bad I think they're going to be. How do you feel about Baltimore home? I like Baltimore. They've won 6 in a row, and they're a dog. Again, this is one much like Texas laying 118 versus 18 that's lost 6 in a row. It's like, oh, Texas should be easy money. You look at this one, be like, well, Baltimore should be easy money, or maybe not. Maybe people see Chris Sale and think it's 2015. The guy's a Cy Young candidate. I like Baltimore. I said it last night. I said it at the start of the show. Nearly put them out here, not only as a free pick in the video, but as a premium play. And I'll probably be kicking myself because they'll win this game 6-3 today or some nonsense. And I didn't have them. And I'll come in tomorrow with Fade and Corey Kluber. I'll run line Kyle Bradish, or I think he's pitching tomorrow for them. Or right, because Grayson pitched yesterday, so Kremer maybe Wells. I don't know. Fade and Kluber. You know what? Honestly, Mike, you've just I got to take Baltimore because if I'm fading Sale, I got to fail Kluber next, and then Paxton, whoever the heck else they roll out. I can't bet that team. Can't bet. I'll take plus money today because tomorrow they're going to be a sizable favorite. Kluber, run line them tomorrow. Kluber's done. Kluber, as much as Bad Bum got DFA'd, Kluber's up next. Or maybe who? How about the Red Sox sign Bad Bum? Bring them over there. A bunch of good guys from the 2000s on that team. That'll be great. T-Money, getting a little grizzle money line. I hate to bet against your team. I know you're a Laker guy. I kind of like the Lakers there. Probably an over game. Again, I'll lean over there. Rob Franklin's in the house. Good morning, Robert. Dave, how have you been? Where have you been, Mr. Garreau? I don't know how to say the name because it's an X. Jyrooks. Can I say that? As much as I say Arkansas, Dave. Good to see you back. I like St. Louis money line and Braves run line. Well, I'm with you on the Cardinals because I got them run line. Braves run line, I'd be a little leery about just because I don't want to bet teams. You hear me repeat this. Lost 4 in a row. No, thank you. Miami, yes, they lost their last game, but they won 7-10. Playing good. And as Tim pointed out earlier, Braves 0-10 at home on a run line. No, thank you. You could pass on it. I know it looks good. Strider, Cy Young kind of guy. I get it. No, you're not going to get arguments out of me that he's a great pitcher. I'm not betting Atlanta, who's dropped 4 in a row. The Reds, you start betting teams that lose 4, 5, 6 in a row. You think you're going to make money on that? Especially when you're laying 220? They're $2 faves. $2 faves on a losing streak. No, thank you. I can't do it. I can't do it. Rob says, which on Twins run line? Yeah, I like it. I like the Twins. I think the lineup is kind of sneaky decent. Like it's one of those, like somehow they score runs. You're like, wow, they're pretty good. Gray's pitched well out of the gate. I think we'll have some weather. When I say that's going to be a little cooler up there. And the Yankees are a homer or nothing team. We've seen this. No hitters on this club. They got none. DJ Mato's their best hitter. He's hitting 250. Listen, Judge, he's an MVP guy. Straight hitter, I want a guy to get up there and lace a base hit to get me a first and third and knock a guy in. I want Mateau up there. He's my contact guy who's going to drive in. Nobody's hitting on this team. It's bad. The Yanks are bad. Memphis 0-23 last 23 games on the road ATS. Is that true? Tim, is that an actual factor? 0-23 ATS on the road?
I'll do some digging.
An 0-23 ATS run? Holy cow. I'm just doing a quick little look here. Loser. No.
I mean, they're 4-20.
They can't be that because they covered on the road in Milwaukee. They won outright.
Yeah, they're 14-28 against the spread on the road. So it can't unless they no, yeah, you just said they won. Yeah, no, that's not true.
I mean, 0-23. I mean, they had 14 wins on the road this season.
Unless this is playoff games.
I don't think they played 23 playoff games in their career.
That's
Even
true.
go back to Vancouver, I don't think they played the 23 playoff games.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Michael, fix that up. Be a little bit more specific. Figure that one out for us.
Yeah. Ranger Cincy over. I am not buying the Cincy bats. I like Lodolo. I like Ashcraft. I like Hunter Green. I like the pitching. The offense leaves me something to be desired. Granted, Evaldi has not been good this year. He's got a high ERA. I don't know. I not running bet that over there, Rob. Give me Texas. If and even if you want to do Texas, I do run line. So if it does lose, it's even money as opposed to laying 120 or whatever it is. Just sure. FYI, home team 10-1 straight up last 11. Head to Milwaukee, Miami. That's a good little number to have there. Over 8 runs, Red Sox. Yes, and yes. Red Sox and Boston. I might just do Baltimore in the over here after. Baltimore in the over after the show. I might add it. Rangers money line looks easy. I agree, Dave. I like the Rangers myself. I don't hate it. I can't bet on a Reds team that's lost 6 straight. Can't do it. Much like I can't bet your Braves who've lost 4 in a row. Not betting on the Reds who have lost 6 in a row. Lakers -4. I like it, Rob. I kind of like the Lakers to move on. Not I'm saying the NBA is fixed, but I'm sure they want the Lakers to move on. Red Sox, Orioles over the 8. Yes, Rob. James S. If it's that easy, seriously. I mean, I say that all the time. It's stupid to say, but it's 100% true. Hope the chat's learning from your rants. I love them. Always give nods at. And the rants are what they are. They're my little rants. I just my show isn't. There's plenty of shows that they're coming in there and teach you like, oh, we're going to take this guy because of spin radius, and we're going to do this for NFL for the DVOAs. I don't try to get deep into teaching all types of crazy kind of stuff that most people don't care about because they want to have fun and put in a 17 parlay on a Monday night. But basic kind of, if it's that easy, we know it's 100% true. Low-hanging fruit. I mean, I tell you all the time. Freaking Eve. Thanks, lady. Yeah, you just had to take the apple off the tree because you could reach it. Yes, we see low-hanging fruit today with the Texas. Is it that easy against a red team that's terrible? I don't know. I mean, you can't. You'll never win long-term grabbing that kind of nonsense. King D's laughing at my rants. Team money. Those who get man losses are broken on what they're doing. The amount of 20-plus parlays. I wish I saved the tweet. It was something about the holds and the winnings on these parlays for sportsbooks are off the charts. And as I said, you hit one of these and your 20 turns into 3,000 or some ridiculous return, and your $20 bet turns into 200 because you're like, oh, look at this, I made money, and you're broke. I've had cats come in here and they haven't been in a bit, and they're always, oh man, I got this huge parlay going, $1,000 parlay, $500 parlays, 14, 5-2 parlays. All right, as I said, I don't ever unit change somebody's bankroll. It's $1, it's a dime, it's 100, whatever you're throwing around. People have different jobs, they got different kind of incomes. The big parlay cats, I haven't seen them in quite a while. Maybe they get buried. You're going to get buried because your mindset changes on those because you have a bigger chunk of money. Like, I'm going to do this now. Hey, I only got to hit one of these a month. I could do this. I spread, $200 a day. I just won 8,000. I can do 200 a day for the month. I just got to hit one to make another. Okay. Does not work out that way. Big waves in the house. Our favorite Alabama surfer. White Sox. Reds, Stros, Dogs Day. Again, I can't bet Lance Lynn. I understand Toronto's off the Yankee series. Take 2 out of 3. Big win. Emotional win. However you want to word it. It is Lance Lynn. Guys not look good this season. No thank you. Reds, again, 6 straight losses. Not worth it to come back as them as a 105 dog. 180? All right, I'll take a shot at a 180. 160, 150 even. 140? I can at the 110, 120. Definitely not worth the team on a losing streak to take them at that price. And Houston, Tampa. I kind of like Houston today. Now, Taj Bradley's a young kid. I like him. Tampa Bay, what are they, 19-3 or some ridiculous nonsense? Houston is a team I could bet on. First, they've won 4 in a row. Okay, Tampa's won 5 in a row. I get it. For me, it's a clash of two winning forces banging against each other. Am I invested financially? No. Do I like Houston though? Yes. Could much rather get behind Houston as a dog than a Reds team that's lost 6 in a row. The Reds have lost 6 in a row. You want to bet them a plus 105? Come on, big waves. You're going to trade in your nice fiberglass board. You'll be one of those styrofoam puppies that you used to get at the 5 and 10 store back in the day. Maybe I'm dating myself. Big waves might not even know what a 5 and 10 store is. Down in Point Pleasant, there was a place. It was called Ben Franklin's 5 and 10. It was a 5 and nickel and dime, so and then went to $5 and $10, whatever. But you'd have like a styrofoam surfboard with like little vinyl on top of the styrofoam. Yeah, that's how I grew up. We were poor in the 80s. We didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a fiberglass board. Besides the fact I was a hefty fat kid. You know? Get out of that board. It would have broke. It looked like a grape on a razor blade. I don't stand it up on a surfboard. Anyway, I can't believe I just heard the word G unit. Yeah, I know. G unit. What's wrong? I mean, Jesse Shule comes in here with a little 50 cents. Breaking some 50 cent down for us. Marie says Twins first 5. Yes. Reds. Stop with the and tomorrow I'll come in here, and then tomorrow we'll do look at lines and I'll be like, oh, there's the low hanging fruit. Thank you for our worm-ridden apple when we take the Rangers today. But on the same token, I can't take a 6-game losing streak at a plus 105. I can't do it. Definitely not worth it to me. Royals money line I don't hate. Keller has pitched good. The problem is the Royals offense has been, and I was thinking, oh, Royals, a lot of young guys. I like this guy. First baseman got some pop. Bobby Witt Jr. South Brand. Yeah, I think they're hitting 209 on the year. Terrible. As much as Detroit's hitting like 207 or something, the Royals are right behind them in terribleness. Rob says Marlins always give us a hard time. They're a scrappy little bunch, man. They've won 7 of 10, and I'm getting a 180 back. Why won't you take a shot? Strider's really good. I'm not saying he's not good. I like Cabrera as a nice young player. How are you taking a 220 fade that's lost 4 in a row? And as Tim said, 0-10 on a run line at home. I don't want to bet into that. And it's a run line. What are you laying? 130 today on a run line. It's not like they're plus money. They're like a minus 130 on the run line, I believe.
I got plus 110 on the Marlins plus 1.5.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So what's it?
It ends
the
up
other
being
side
like
of
a
it?
minus 120 the other way.
Right. So Marlins money. I like to. I will not talk you off the Marlins money line. I will not talk you off that one. Nope. No. And I nearly came in with. Well, as I said, I'm going to add Baltimore in the over. I mentioned it last night. I have to take them right now with 6 straight wins. As much as I'm bashing the Reds losing 6 straight and the Braves losing 4 in a row, I got to come in on these dogs and ride the streaks, or fade the streaks, I should say. Baseball is a streaky, and is it? I don't know. People are like, oh, that's not a good way to bet. For me, that's how I bet my baseball. I'm not betting on teams hoping they win. We say this all the time. That's my new shirt. It's going to come out. Hope in one hand, poop in the other. And I'll put a big like foam soap dispenser in between with the hand and the poop. See what fills up. Can't bet on teams thinking they're going to win. Nobody's due to win. King D says, as someone who does it full time and sells picks, honestly, there are some stupid people out there. Seriously. And King, I was telling Andy, I said, I really don't get a lot of crazy nonsense like that, whether through emails or messaging or even on a post. And maybe because I don't, I'll post on Twitter. I tweet out the midday money picks. I'll put out some videos. I'm not a nonstop kind of guy, right? I mean, one, if I'm betting and if you're betting full time and you're doing this, trying to do serious, you can't sit on Twitter all day and tweet 9,000 times a day about something you're watching. I'm not watching. I'm getting ready for the next day. I mean, I wrap up the show here. Today's Monday. I'll go do free picks for tomorrow. Picks parlays. I got a show with Ross tomorrow. I mean, I'm already on the next day. It's 3:00 in the afternoon. I'm on next day's games. I'm not, I'm done with today. I don't have to worry about, I can't believe this. Because any bet I put in, I think is going to win. It's just that simple. I'm not dwelling on it. Bet it and forget it. But people, they're new. It's a generation of people who they shouldn't be betting. Let's be honest. I mean, this is a participation trophy generation who thinks that everybody's a winner. You're not. You're a loser. You're ugly. You're fat. Whatever the case may be, you're going to lose. It's sports betting. We don't have Gray Sports Almanac. It's ridiculous. Drives me crazy. Dave says, good morning, Higgs. Just got done placing my Cardinals bet money line. Winner. Michael says, thoughts on CJ Stroud scoring 80% on tests. He's no longer number pick. It's not like I think QB's ever done anything in the pros. Now, I saw that. They put up all those scores. Is the dude that dumb on those kind of tests? And here's the thing with these quarterbacks. One of the 5 guys are going to be good. Maybe. Maybe you get one guy good. These guys come to teams that are trash with a new head coach, with a mandate to win in 2 years, 3 years. You got to be good. Mahomes, bro, those are the freaks. Those are like the outliers to get a good guy like that. I mean, maybe I'm looking, maybe I'll do that today after I vacuum up the house here. I'll go back and do the last 10 draft classes, write down all the quarterbacks, and see which guys were actually studs and which guys were terrible. I'm sure it's like a 4-to-1 bust to greatness ratio. You get drafted by a bad team with a new coach, possibly first-time head coach. Where are you going? Yeah, they're superstars. How many great NFL quarterbacks are there? I'm not going to get into that. I have no idea what that kind of means. I'm more of a guy, can you perform on the field kind of guy. I know they have all this other nonsense. I love Golick, underwear Olympics. Fabulous. This guy could jump really high. What the hell does that have to do with anything? T-Money, my comments are behind, but I was just seeing you. Yeah, you're a little bit behind on the comments, as that says 11:22, this one here, and it's 11:44. Dave says, what are the Bucks doing? Giannis back walking around good. I like the over. That's my play today. That is what I bet. It's in the chat. It's rolling right here. 217.5. Give me the over, Dave. No side action from me. Michael B. I would bet the Cardinals. Giants can't hit lefties. Sunday Night Baseball fade. Yeah. Off the big Sunday night win. And St. Louis could hit a little bit. Their pitching's not that good, but the Giants hitting is bad. I'm going, I got Gorman, Contreras, and Walker for Cardinals as Ribby props. Jock Peterson is back for the Giants. You would not think it means much, but they does 7-5. Here, Jock's all right in the lineup, but who else? Yeah, I mean, Wilmer Flores bats cleanup for you guys. It's a bad lineup. Where's Hanginger? He's still in the minors. Conforto's done anything yet? Michael Conforto. T-Money, 12-0 and don't make money. I literally cry. I mean, you go 12-0 and make like pennies. Like if I go 12-0, I mean, I better have 5 dimes in my pocket. Minimum 3,000, 12-0. I mean, come on. Twinkies. I like the Twinkies today. Sonny Gray's pitched well. He pitched well last year. He got hurt. For the Reds, he had a great season. He came to the Yanks was pedestrian. Like, he was solid with the A's. The guy's a solid pitcher. And the Yanks don't hit good. Homers are nothing. No thank you. Sonny Gray. Tate the Great's in the house. He went 12-0. Yeah, it was something crazy. I forgot what he made. I don't have it off the top of my head. I mean, it was just something ridiculous. Like 12-0 in a parlay. I think it was some kind of garbage payout. I was like, what is that about? I'll keep rolling with the over Lightning Lease. I like it, Rob. I agree. Rangers regulation plus 105. I'm more of a puck line kind of cat there, but I do like the over in that Ranger game. After they lose at home, I think they come out strong here tonight. If Yanni's playing all over the Bucks, he's the X factor. Oh, you think, Dave? You think an MVP is an X factor? Really going out on a limb there, Dave. He's the X factor. The dude's an MVP. Yeah, huge part of the team. Oakland's. How long are they rebuilding for? They're not going to Vegas for what? 4 or 5 years? Right? Go 2027. That team is horrible. Horrible. I was looking at my man, who should I do today? I thought about maybe doing a random Ribby prop. I couldn't even No, I will run line against them every day. As long as it's not like a 170 like it was the other day with DeGrom. Where I had the over 7 and it pushed. Ugh. Are they the worst team we've seen last? I think they're going to be like a 45. I think as bad as that Tiger team was, that was like a 45 win team. This is going to be they can't even trade anybody on this team. Who are they trading? Who's their tradable guy?
Trevor May.
Who?
Trevor May. It's a bullpen piece.
Trevor May? I don't...
Maybe their catcher, was it Shea?
No, but he's young though. They want, that's why they got rid of Sean Murphy to let this guy get some at bats.
What about Laureano? When is he going? He should have been gone a year ago.
Too. I mean, look at this team.
There's nothing.
I mean,
Ramon Laureano.
I guess you could trade him. He is 28, so he's old. I mean, what are you keeping on this team?
Nothing. Well,
they got Yuri Familia.
Oh God. Jesus
Aguilar. He can go like that. He's like a 20 home run guy, but on that team he's terrible. But at 32, he'll get traded. Brown, who's that? Seth Brown, Blackburn. Remember Blackburn had a nice season a while ago. He was a starter. Yeah, he's back in the bullpen.
Oh, he's in the bullpen.
This whole team can go because they're all 29. They're not going to be here down the road.
Yeah, but nobody wants him.
Who's this dude? Pina. He's 35. A catcher. I don't even know what the heck that is. This whole team can be traded. There's not one guy they keep on this team. They traded for Waldichuk.
It's nobody wants them.
I mean,
I don't know about you. I would be all right with the Mets going after JP Sears.
Well, again, he's a young cat.
Or Mullen. Kyle Mullen. I like Muller.
Muller's 25, Sears is 27, and Waldichuk's 25.
I'll take any of those guys off their hands.
They traded for those guys, so you think you'd want them here in a couple years. So they'll be 30, they'll be in their prime. And I mean,
yeah, but it's the A's. They don't care.
I mean, I don't know about their minors. I know that I think they have Max Muncy, another Max Muncy. But otherwise, who else is there?
They got nothing.
And
their farm system's awful because they trade them all.
And here we go. A's are terrible. Exactly. Like who is watching this team? I mean, it is I'm going to MLB.com. I want to look at their minor league system because I'm thinking, who the heck is even in their system in the top 100?
Are you frozen? Oh, he's frozen. Yeah, he goes off the page and he freezes. I don't think the A's have anybody. That's the thing. I don't think they have anybody to do anything with. Oh, you're back. There you go.
Yeah, you knew it was going to freeze up when I go to a channel with a bunch of. Did it freeze up again?
Nope, you're good.
You know, you go on a site and you get a bunch of videos start popping up. StreamYard always gets kookly dookly on me.
Let's
look. But who do they have in our minor system?
Tyler Sodenstrom is a first base catcher. He's 34th in terms of the prospects.
In the top 50?
I'm looking at the top 100 right now.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And then other than that, they've got nothing else. But this is still the list that has Alvarez number 1, Jordan Walker number 2, Volpe number 3.
Mason Miller's the kid they just bought up. He looks decent, hard thrower. You know, Max Muncy's down in single A. I mean, they got a long way to go. Reds trap line, are you biting? I'm taking Texas before I'm taking the Reds, Bill. I can't take it's just what I do. 6-game losing streak, no thank you. Atlanta 4-game losing streak, no, I'm not taking you on a run line. You're 0-10 at home on a run line, and Marlins are 1-7-10. No thank you. I can't bet the Reds. Rangers regulation plus 105. Give me the goals. Give me the over, baby. Yeah, team money. That we looked that up. He's wrong. We got to figure out what the right number is on that. Took Diamondbacks with Tommy Henry on a bump. Nathan going Henry. I like Keller a little better at the pitching matchup, but again, the Royals aren't hitting. They're not hitting. A's are always in rebuilding mode. Billy Bean does the same thing. They trade away anyone decent prospects every 5 years. They have a team and lose in the first round, start over. He should have took that deal with the Red Sox. I was thinking, so I was at Macy's yesterday with the wife. She wanted to get a new purse, so we got to, I don't mind. That's fine. We'll get the purse now. I don't have to go out and get her something for Mother's Day. Now I could just get her, I don't know, buy her some Reese's peanut butter cups or something. And he's there, and he's asked, what's his name from Henry from the Red Sox are like, what should I get my secretary? He's like, I just lost at 5 for the second in a row. But get her a bowling ball for all I care. I don't, like, if he would have went to the Sox, like I don't know, because we saw Boston win the World Series with Theo. We see Tampa compete to World Series levels. The Dodgers bring the Tampa Bay Cat over, and they have like 5 or 6 guys in the top 100 or top 50 of prospects of baseball. I'll tell you what, the A's going to Vegas, you better spend some money. And I won't be shocked if Billy Bean is gone by the time they leave. He might hang it up by then. Why is he staying to start? I mean, the owner, it is what it is over there. It's just a weird situation. I mean, the bathroom poop leaks into the dugouts. They got possums or raccoons in the outfield. Nobody comes to the games. I mean, it's terrible. Miami Heat solo over. So, Joe, I do like the Miami Heat game over the total, 217.5. Yes. Only NBA game I bet today. Never bet on losing streak. Kev, I can't do it. I can't. Yes, it was Texas was 105, 102 yesterday. It's up to 118, 120ish range now. It would have to be Texas or nothing. I mean, Texas run line, I'm not going to. Too good to be true? Yeah, probably is. But I can't tell you to bet on a team that's lost 6 in a row. I'm not betting on a team to lose 6 in a row. I'm sure not telling you to bet team 6 in a row. I'll run line the Rangers, and if it loses, it's even money. I can come back. I'll win a game tomorrow. It's not that hard to go 1-1 and make money when you're taking dogs. Always been struggling against lefties. Yeah, but Chris Sale is not vintage Chris Sale. So that's what I said. For this game here, Baltimore is a little doggy. And again, this is kind of those low-hanging kind of fruit games themselves. They've won 6 in a row. Boston's in off a nice little win. But the bullpen's terrible. You think Chris Sale's going 7+ today and giving it, this is going to be a 2-0 game? This game's going to be 4-4 in the third inning. I can't take the Red Sox. I mean, never. Jesse loves the low-hanging fruit. I can't do it. I can't do the low-hanging fruit. I got to pass. It's easy to grab. It is, but I think on a year, low-hanging fruit's going to cost you money. No doubt about it. Kevin, just got your weekly picks. Time to get the condo in South Beach. Well, all right, let's take it easy. We're not, don't go crazy, right? We're not going to go 47-6 with our baseball picks. We're going to grind out some wins, Kev. I'm not the guy who's telling you to bet mortgages on every single game. Let's be disciplined. I do a lot of games. Take it easy, my friend. Lance Lane, he throws meatballs or he eats them. No in between. He's terrible, Tate the Great. I think it's over for him. I think it's finally caught up. Astros plus 138. Here's a dog I like to bet. Now, Tampa's won 6 straight. Houston's won 4 straight. We got 2 streakers together. Am I invested in this game? No. But if you're telling me you want to take the Reds because Texas looks too easy, hey, listen, I'd rather take the Astros at a plus 138, 140 range versus a rookie pitcher. And yes, Tampa's been really hot, but are they going to play whatever 750 ball the entire season? No, they'll eventually lose a game. Give me a 140 there before I take a Reds minus 105. Absolutely. Miss says take Toronto run line over. No way you lose both. I agree with that. It's Lance Lynn. I have a friend that actually does that. He plays all these $2 5-team parlays and teasers. Oh, yeah. He hit one about 3 months ago for $8 grand. I'm still hearing about it. All right. Let's be honest. That $8 grand is gone if he's been $200 5-team parlays or teasers. So Big waves. Yeah, I remember the foam boards they broke on first wave. Yeah, the foam boards. Classic from the youth, right? Big waves. Cincy had one of the better pitchers going today. I like the Cincy pitchers. I mean, I'll repeat. I keep repeating myself. Lodolo, Green, Ashcraft are 3 decent starting pitchers for this team. Nice young guys. That being said, they've dropped 6 in a row. I don't want to bet on team drop 6 in a row. And as much as I like Lodolo, the cat still has like a 4-something ERA right now. Yeah, not running to bet the Reds. Texas is in first place. Have they overachieved? Maybe. Depends who you talk to. They got a nice little staff. This guy Valde hasn't even pitched well, and they're still putting together wins. Lodolo's got a 5 ERA. Cold in Baltimore tonight. Good to know. Good to know. Again, I'm thinking Baltimore and the over there, but that makes me think maybe I'll stay away.
Yeah, real quick, I got to go over to Bet Win Repeat. Starts in 3 minutes, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Bet Win Repeat. All right, I'm closing the window down. I'm coming out of that YouTube channel. All right, listen, Picks and Parlays people. If you're watching on P&P, come back over to Winner Free Picks because you are live. I don't want to remove it. Well, I don't know. I was going to get rid of it, but I can't. He's a Buckeye. Who's that? The Ohio State kid? I'm not worried about CJ scoring 80% on the Wonderlic. Fitzmagic. Yeah, that kind of stuff, it is what it is. Again, show me on the field how you can play. Do you make smart moves on the field? You look pretty good on the field. But you can't be some total dummy in there because you got to be able to read defenses, and there is a little bit of intelligence to the position. You can't just be running around like a chicken without a head and just chucking a ball and doing stuff like that. It does not work. You get a kid in there, you talk to them, you kind of know how they are. DK brags about same game parlay, but you can't bet money line and total same game in baseball. Yeah, I mean, DK is a joke. I mean, the good thing about them and Manfool, the FanDuel, they put up some early lines. Talk about low-hanging fruit. That could be probably why I need 5 different accounts to get down $300 in them because they're ridiculous. And that's why, thank God for offshores, bro. These companies, they want to live on parlays and people who are going to lose money. Oh, we don't like you're a sharp steam guy. What the hell are you talking about, bro? How about games in a day ahead of time? Freaking limit me and Bammy. Chihuahua's in the house. What do we got here? Angels 1.5 homer. Ohtani, Trout. Hold on a second. Ohtani and Trout hit 2 homers today? I don't know about that one. Milwaukee, I don't want to bet. They don't hit lefties good. I know it's Detroit. It's not a good team, but that was an auto no play for me. They hit 204 versus lefties. Miami over Memphis. What is that? I guess we're saying Miami Heat over and then the Memphis Grizzlies. I got the Miami Heat over myself, and I kind of like the Lakers. Did not bet it. Avalanche minus 150. Puck line only for me here in a 150 spot, especially on the road. Nathan. 150 on the road, you want to lay? Went through and liked all the streams, had to figure which one I was feeling the most. There you go. Like them all, Tate. Appreciate it. Go on in there. I remember we telling DraftKings on run line and total and parlays, not anymore. You can't even bet money line and total in the same game. Again, I'm not a parlay cat. Twitter, Chris King, betting royalty, does a lot of parlay kind of stuff. Like I said, I'd rather go 3-1 and make a little money. If you want to do a parlay, round robin it. At least if you go 5-2, you make some money. Do a round robin. It's like I can't do these parlays. Why do you want to go 5-1, 4-1, 9-1, and lose? Can't even have money on total same games. Yeah. Bring back the locals, baby. Bring back the local, man. Michael says, Conforto's terrible. Give it back to the Mets. J.D. Davis is crushing it and playing great D at third. Filling in for the old Evan Longoria now for the Diamondbacks. Yeah, Conforto. Now, here's a guy. out for a year. Maybe it takes him a while to get back into the swing of things. Maybe he has a nice second half. But what are you guys doing? Get in on that Ohtani, baby. You need Ohtani. Michael says Oakland hasn't been good since the late 80s. Well, hold on a second. This coming from a Cubs fan. I think in the early 2000s, they were pretty good. They went to some playoff games. Giambi was pretty good. Xavi, Tejada, Mulder, Zito, Hudson, Jermaine Dye. You had some players there who put up some numbers. You were all right for a little while. Come on. They couldn't get over the hump, but you were kind of hopeful with some of the players. Sean Kemp or Tony Kemp on the A's. A's trade away Canseco. That's the last time they were decent. Oh, man, Canseco was good. I mean, how good was that 88 squad? The 88 90, I mean, Canseco, McGuire, Ricky Henderson. Dave Henderson was good for them. Carney Lansford had a nice little season. I mean, I love Ricky Henderson. It's fabulous. Didn't Bob Welsh win 23 games one year? Blackburn was the best day. Yeah, he was good a couple years ago. We had him. I remember we had him. It was recently because I remember doing him in Midday Money. I'm like, this is a guy nobody knows about. He was doing good for us out of the gate. Nice start for him. And now nothing. Kyle Muller with his 13 ERA. Yeah, I know. Bad. But he's another guy come back from injury, though, Nathan. Kid Dion, blessed to get clients. I show guys correct way to bet through our system. Here's the thing. Trying to teach somebody how to bet, they don't want to listen, King. Trust me. I've been there. I try to be like, I just want your best play of the week. All right. I give you 3 games, you go 3-0, and you tell me you're down money. How you not like, well, I did this and this and this. They don't have the discipline to not bet on their own. The freeze, that's what happens. I go to another channel that has like live video and stuff, or it freezes up. Laid off Twitter because of the nonsense. I post my betting groups and get on. Maybe trying to market myself. Again, I don't know if I market myself a lot. I mean, I have Instagram. You go through my Instagram. It's more, I got a lot of family. If I'm in Vegas or AC, I post stuff from wherever I'm at because I say you got a lot of fakes in this biz nonsense. So here I am, come see me. I'm a real person. I'm not one to, look at my, I don't have to, I've been for 30 freaking years. I don't show my slips. People come down at the fan cave. I got 20 grand on me and a stack of tickets. Yeah, I bet games. I mean, the betting world that you're talking about, the people, it's ridiculous. Again, most people have jobs. I'm not knocking people have jobs. It's tough. Well, you don't bet a lot of money. Well, it's tough getting down bets. As I say, be happy with a day's pay. I've been a long time. I don't have to bet 15,000 a game. I get my little grind on. But the wacko everyday people, that's, I don't know. Thank goodness I don't run into that nonsense. I'm on a 1-unit parlay 2-teamer system. I can't do the parlays or teasers. I mean, I do throw the teaser out here. I do Teaser Tuesday for NFL college football because people like them. And they're like 500 and we lose money. They're tough to win. Not betting those. 2 teams, the best way to do parlay. That's it. Once you get more than that, round robin it. Detroit